Hi guys, it's Michelle here again. I just come back to share with you the projects that I sort of hinted at yesterday and then I talked too long, so I thought I'd come back and talk to you in a separate video. And so these are some of the books I've been working on that I was just going to show you. So I'll show you, they're in various stages, so some of them are finished, some of them are almost finished, and some of them I have no idea. I don't know where they're at, so I haven't looked today. So shall I show you what's not finished? So this one here I've just pulled out that I'm thinking that I might part with. It's one of my books that I made for myself, and you can see that I've done some layering and stuff on the cover, and it is full of all sorts of paper. And so I sort of made it as one of my kind of vintage weird whatever papers that I'm going to put in there. Books, so I'm got that one right on my desk, so I continue to look at it and make some decisions on that one. The other weird one I've got in process at the moment is this baby, and this one I made as an experiment for myself. I do like to try new things out, so you never know how they're going to work. So this one I decided I wanted to make lots and lots of signatures, so you can see there that I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think it might even be 15 signatures, so I just decided to see what would happen if I did that, and this is what happened. So it is, each signature is a completely different type of paper. So I've done a signature with craft, with graph, plain, more graph, more craft. So actually, is it just those three types now that I'm saying that? Oh no, there's some sort of doodle, that's an old doodle paper. That's probably a printer weight paper, more doodle paper. So it's all sorts of just different papers that I put on, and I haven't done my traditional tea dyeing. I dunked it. So once I'd made the book, I decided, oh, I don't like it without some tea dye. So I took the book. This is not the way to do it, but just for experiment's sake, and just dunked the whole thing like that and sort of dip, 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 dip. And so that's why I've got some really interesting dips and splatters and things all the way through it. The cover is a few layers of washi and just some different effects. I got some really interesting reactions from some of the inks I used, so that's kind of cool. It's actually come out as a really cool cover. I'm really quite liking it, so that might go in the shop if anyone's looking for something a bit different, because I'm not allowed to keep any more blank journals until I finish using the 10 that are currently in process. So that's that one that's in the process of being made. This one here is getting closer. It's a little one with some more Marian Smith papers. So this, oh, I can't even think what this was called. One of her digital designs anyway, so I'm a bit far away now, aren't I? Let me just zoom in. So it's a small one, it's almost 4 by 6, and I have used lots of tea dyed papers as always, and it's, as you can see, it's in process. It's actually really nice weight paper, this one. So if somebody was asking about calligraphy pens, this is the kind of thing, this paper would be fine, because it's not thin at all. You can see the weight of that paper. So that's got lots of pockets and tucks and things, and there is quite a few different Marian Smith images. So this is kind of like the end of my paper, so I'm sort of grasping at straws. This paper again is laser printed, so and then it's interspersed with my own vintage papers. So it's rather yummy, really nice weight and nice size. So that's close to finishing. I've started to do a little bit of work on the cover. I'm thinking I've got a couple of ideas for finishing that, so that will be finished hopefully soon. This one is very close to finishing, if not finished. I hope the light's okay. I apologise if it's not. It's a really overcast spring day here, so I've come to the brightest location for this video, but we'll see once I print it. So I've got some really cool grungy ribbons here that I made these ones with inks, I think. So normally I tea dye, but these ones were with inks, which gave me lots of lovely contrast. and variety. And this is a grunge one. I just hadn't done anything really grungy for a while. and I had an old rusty pan, so I did some tea dyeing in that pan, and I think the rust and the tea and the water reacted, and I've got some really cool grungy patterns in here. So you can see that is all the reaction from the craft card, which has come from, you know, what a craft card looks like, and then it's really created lots of variety and lots of grunge in here. So some sewn pockets, lots of blank pages, some more sewn pockets, and there's some stamping. I did sort of a transport theme on this one, so because I was in the mood and I pulled out a lot of my stamps, so there's lots of stamp tags in here with various grungy and transport related. So there's the bicycle man, there's plain ones, it's, oh no, and lovely that typewriter stamp is so cute. I think that's a Prima. So lots of blank pages for writing. Again, this would be easy for any pen, could go on this, because this is craft card and it's a really nice weight craft card. And it's, as I said, it's super grungy. I mean, some of them have got a really dark reaction with the tea dye, so it's very cool. It's very cool. Lots of pages, lots of tags, sewn pockets and things. Oh, I love that one. That one is a My Mind's Eye stamp, I think. And another pocket at the back with more tags and stamping on it. So that has come out really cool. The cover is really rich and very, very yummy. Really nice colours, and really pleased with that one. Because, you know, sometimes you just fall in love with the richness. So I think I've done, if someone's going to ask me how I did it, I think that's probably layers, just layers and layers of inks and some sort of, you know, whatever medium that you use. If you use a gel medium or a Mod Podge, just put a few layers and layers and layers until you get the richness that you like. So that's that one. This baby here, I made this yonks ago, actually, this one, and I had never quite finished it to where I wanted it to be. It just sort of sat on the shelf and did nothing. And then I saw a picture of it on Pinterest and I thought, oh, that's me. I've made that one. So I decided, now I can't see how I did that though. Yeah. So I decided to revisit it. So I got it off the shelf and had a look at it and decided I didn't like it because it was too white, so I tea dyed everything. So I had made the book and then I chucked it in the tea dye later. So it's full of tags and various layers of pages and pockets. It's the My Mind's, oh, I don't like to see an empty pocket. Where's my tags? Oh no. Oh yes. Sorry. Just want to do that while I think about it. So this is the My Mind's Eye paper, just as well. I'm having a look in here, isn't it? And there's lots of pockets and things. Some open spaces for tucking things, more pockets. Oh gosh, there's lots of pockets in this one. So it's all tea dye on one side and pattern paper on the other. I don't think there's any other plain papers. So there's little tuck spots for putting little memories in. And easy, of course, to add photos to this. You can either just put them on the page, or you could just put your photos in back to back and punch them. So this one is, as I said, My Mind's Eye. I can't remember the name of the paper because it was about 100 years ago. I think it was one of the first paper pads I bought, actually. And then I just made a little book in there. Lots of little tags and pockets. So I think it's so if you might have seen the photo, and then I've got a few different things, shapes and things, so whoever has the book in the end can just add their own pieces like that. You know, you could decide whatever page you wanted to put that on and stick it down yourself. So that is that one. There are a few little add-ons that are going to go with that one. But so you might have seen that picture around, and that is what's happened to it now. It's been dunked. It's been dunked in a vat of tea dye, and I renamed, and I finished it off and named it, and I've named it Collector of Memories. I really liked that name. So that is that. That may I'm going to be doing some loading up some new stock in the shop tomorrow. That's my daughter's home tomorrow. It's Saturday, and so hopefully she'll help me with it. And mostly because she did all the loading for me for the last batch and she didn't show me how to do it. So that will be good if she could show me how to do that. So that's that one. And then I've got these little cute little ones that I've been making, and I've got a few of these left. This is the Pretty in Pink, and it's exactly that. Some pink, the pink tea dyed ribbons here were made with pink tea, so strawberry tea, raspberry tea, and they give really lovely pink shades. I'm hoping that you can see that, but so they're really nice, and that's wrapping around the little Pretty in Pink journal. So this one is my glitz paper that I'm using, and what I've been doing with these little ones is using up my stash of scrapbooking paper. So it's a 4x6. It's all tea dyed, little sewn pages again, but they're just little cute ones. So they are, let me just move my rings, lots of tea dyed papers, and pockets, of course, and as always tags, and this one might need a few more tags. So it's a good job I look at this one. Some of the pages are just really pretty and they really suited. This is a Prima, one of those Prima 4x6 journaling cards, so I've tea dyed that, tucked that in there. Various sizes here of the paper, so I probably used a 12x12 and a 6x6, which is how I got the different patterns. Those are some old index cards, another Prima, and then some little tags tucked in there. So I can't remember how many pages, I'd have to count them. But so those are one of the little 4x6 ones, and then this one's super cute. I've got these ones I made with the Kaisercraft paper, and I just thought that she was so cute, that vintage lady. And so she's again a 4x6. So I got a few tucks in this one. I thought this would be a really cute little recipe book, or a little cutie for an afternoon tea or a kitchen tea, that kind of thing. So this one's a bit more finished than Pretty in Pink is. So it's got a few more tags and things in here. And then you can see the really sweet papers. So you can see how I've created the pockets there with the machine, with the sewing machine. Really quite enjoy. I like to add a little zigzag. I'm enjoying my zigzag at the moment. And then a little tag that's not sitting there, so I might be going back with some glue. So those are the little recipe ones. I'll finish those later. So those are the ones that I sort of showed you a bit of yesterday. Hope that you enjoyed those sneak peeks. Huge thank you to everyone for the amazing comments that you left me on yesterday's giveaway video. I have read through them all, and just lovely comments. I'm so grateful to you for those. And this is the sneak peek of my next video, which is a little Prima collection. So I had bought this Prima paper, and I just was in the mood for some good old paper craft mini album style. So this is what I have done. So I will see you back soon, and I will share with you my Prima projects, and you can see I've got a couple of different things to show you. So not all journals, something different coming up soon. Thanks so much for visiting, guys. Hope you're all well, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.